Good morning, class. This is Mr. Olson. They asked me to teach my first online class for mathematics. Here it is, number one. They shut the door, they locked me in. I don't even know how long I've been here. But it is time to begin. Here we go. Please get quiet. Our quote of the week comes from a comedian, Stephen Wright, who once said, "A lot of people are afraid of heights, but not me. I'm afraid of wits." Here we go, everybody. It's time to take attendance. Please stop talking. Please quiet down. Ruben, is Ruben here yet? Mateo, I said please stop talking. Please stop talking. Oh, I give up. Whatever. But circles, Olson. What about the circles? I need to know about the circles. Okay, man, let's talk about circles. Here we go. The first thing we learned last week was, if you want to find the radius, you take the diameter, you simply cut it in half, divide it by 2. If you want to know the diameter, you simply take the radius and you double it. You multiply it by 2. If you want to find the circumference of a circle, you can either multiply 2 times pi times the radius, or pi times the diameter. They're the same thing. Well, today, everybody, we're off to something brand new. We got to talk about finding the area of a circle. The equation will tell you to find the area of a circle, it's simply pi times the radius squared. Remember what squared means? Write the big number this many times and multiply it. So, let's take an example, everybody. I know everybody loves to stare at the clock in my classroom. You're probably wondering how many squares fit inside this clock. That's what you're wondering the whole time, right? Remember, when we're trying to find area, everybody, we are trying to find out how many squares can fit inside of an object. 1, 2, 3, 4, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there must be 20 square units inside of this here rectangle. Well, that's not as easy when you have a circle. When you have a circle, everybody, you will have some complete squares, but you will have a lot of squares that have a curved side. You cannot count that as a square, everybody. So finding the area of a polygon is sometimes much easier, where you can simply count how many squares are inside. When we're looking at a circle, you can't count them. It all comes down to our wonderful formula, pi times radius squared. Now, while doing this homework assignment, please don't forget to use your trusty calculator. For pi, we like to use 3.14. If you hate calculators, you love your fractions, you can also use 22/7. Take a look at what the question is asking you. If they're giving it to you in fractions, you may want to use the 22/7. If not, calculators, 3.14 always works the best. Okay, everybody. Well, let's go back to the clock you're always staring at. When I measure my clock straight through the center, it looks like it's about 14 inches. We'll go with about 14 inches, everybody. If a clock is about 14 inches across, we call that the diameter. The diameter is 14 inches. Now, please be careful. Remember, circumference, if you were given the diameter, you could use that formula. If you're giving the radius, use that formula. But to find the area, you have only one formula. You must know the radius. That's the first big trick, everybody. You know how I love to warn you about the tricks. So, when they tell us that the diameter is 14 inches across, I then have to say, well, halfway across must be 7 inches. Now, I'm going to show my poetry here. And I'm first going to write down the formula. A is equal pi times the radius squared. I'm going to show poetry starting with the equation. Then I'm going to replace each variable with its value. As I just said, pi is 3.14. I just determined that the clock's diameter is 14 inches. Therefore, the radius is 7 inches. I plug in r is 7, but don't forget that it's squared. One step at a time, one operation at a time. 7 squared means 7 times 7. Write the big number this many times and multiply it, and of course I get 49. At this point, my mental math won't do the job. I go and I grab my trusty calculator, and I say, hey calculator, what is 3.14 times 49. And it tells me the answer is 153.86. Did you hear that, everybody? It told me what the answer is. I did what the formula told me to do. But don't forget your label. Since we're asking how many squares can fit inside, your answer must be squared. I found the radius and diameter in inches. Therefore, my label is inches squared. Not a whole lot of mathematics. It's all being done by my calculator. So please, show your poetry, everybody. Show what you're doing here, okay? Now, the next trick that they're going to get you on is a half circle. What would you do if they just gave you a half circle? Well, if they only give me a half circle, then I just have to cut my answer in half. Let's give you another example here, everybody. For example, suppose I have a circle. And now let's suppose that the radius is 30 feet, apostrophe for feet. And we want to know half of that. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down my formula. Area is equal to pi times the radius squared. But I'm going to change my formula because I don't want to know the area of the whole circle. We want to know of the half circle. So I simply divide everything by 2. Now, replace each variable with its value. Pi is 3.14. Well, if the diameter all the way across is 30, then the radius must be half of that. The radius must be 15. Don't forget to square it. That's what the formula is telling me to do. Next line down, 3.14 times 15 squared. Ooh, wonder what 15 squared is. Might be 225, but don't take any chances. You grab that calculator. 15 times 15 is equal to 225. I plug in a 225. Next up, I take that 225 and I multiply it by 3.14. That's equal to 706.5. Then, don't forget to cut in half. This is only half a circle. So then I say divide by 2. That gives me my final answer of 353.25. Label is feet squared, because we're finding out how many squares are inside of this here circle. I think that should just about do it, everybody. The main things I want to remind you of are always write down your formula. And we're going to keep adding on to this list of equations. It's going to get long. One formula at a time is not too bad. So, we start off with our one equation, replace the variables, do what it tells you to do. Square it, multiply it, divide it by 2, you got your answer. So everybody, let me quickly show you what this is looking like today. We're finding the area of a circle in 9.2. In your book, that's on page 373. You're going to complete problems 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, and 17. I'm going to ask you guys to show all your poetry. You're then going to take a picture, and you're going to submit it to me. How about I share some answers with you, too, so you can make your homework look perfect, please. Here we go, everybody. Your homework answers should go a little something like this. Or hit pause now if you don't want to know. Number 7, about 254.34 millimeters squared. Number 8, 616 centimeters squared. Number 10, 7.065 inches squared. Do you remember to cut that diameter in half? Number 11, about 3.14 centimeters squared. Number 13, you think that student did it right? Of course not. He's wrong. Tell me what he did wrong. Number 14, about 226.08 inches squared. Number 16, about 1,444.4 miles squared. And your last one, everybody, is number 17. I'm not going to tell you the answer to that one. You got to figure it out. I know you guys can do it. I miss you so much. Don't know what else to say. Here it is, online lesson number 1, you guys. I know you can do it. Please do your homework. Please submit. Please send me an email or Schoology message with any questions you guys have. Other than that, Love you guys. Miss you. Take care.